What's up, nerds on Renegade Cactus, but you can call me whatever you want. Welcome to a to the end of a run. Basically, I'm gonna put this at the beginning of the next video I'm recording. But the thing is, I am currently fighting the boss of the first dungeon. Now I got pretty decent stuff, and the reason why I'm fighting the boss is I had the Ring of Rebirth still left when the boss appeared. And the thing is, the boss has an insta-kill that kills you in like 6 or 7 seconds after it hits you. It killed me, the ring brought me back, and now the boss doesn't use his insta-kill. There is a chance that he might still do it, but right now, I'm actually fighting the boss is the thing. And I am dealing damage like crazy. He is dealing damage like crazy. We're both dealing damage like crazy. But he basically doesn't have his insta-kill anymore. Or at least, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, in 10 more seconds he suddenly uses it. But this is the, it's not the Lord of Terror, but something like that. It's called Lord of Despair or something like that. And, I mean, you see, our attack speed is crazy. Our damage is pretty good. We have multi-attack. We have an upgrade for the Astronomer's Orb, where we have a second orbit, a smaller orbit flying around. It's pretty awesome. Oh, by the way, you know what? I still have this. Killing an enemy has a 3% chance to give you 1 health point. That one is so good. But the thing is, right now there's only 1 enemy. So I'm gonna go back to +6 block strength. It won't do anything, but maybe I'll be able to block 1 more attack. Because again, the other one doesn't heal me anymore since there are no more enemies to kill, except for the boss. And having a 3% chance to heal 1 after killing the boss doesn't really sound that great. So basically, this proves my theory that I had for a while, that you need the Ring of Rebirth, or whatever it's called, to win against the boss. So it is actually doable. You can actually... Oh! Yeah, sure. Second phase. I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, second phase. He blocks quite a lot. But again... Oh, damn it. No insta-kill. So... And we... Okay, the block chance was a good thing, because we blocked his fire. That's pretty great. So I want to keep my distance a little bit, but not too much. I mean, I have a big radius. I have a big swing, basically. Fast swing, like, how fast are we? Where is it? 1.8 hits a second. So in basically less than 2 seconds, we hit 2 times. In 2 seconds, we basically hit over 3 times, 3.5 times. So plus we have a small chance of doing bonus hits. I think it's a 1.1 chance, something like that. You know what I mean. But yeah, we might be able to win here. Now, after this, I will just record. I mean, after this, I'm gonna press pause on the recording, and I'm gonna go eat. But after eating, I'm gonna record a video. That's what I was planning on anyway. To just farm a little bit or grind a little bit, get some more stuff, get some more of the achievements or quests, whatever, to unlock more stuff. Because by now, we actually have quite a lot of options in this game. Because that was the one thing that I like. That was negative for me about the prelude, but then again, it was just a prelude to an early access. Oh my goodness, we're so close. Defeat the Lord of Pain, that's what he's called. Congratulations, you survived the Halls of Torment. I don't know what I just picked up. And my character is still attacking. I actually did it! Like, holy. Choose a hero, like this guy. Is there anything new around here now? We just picked up like the Soul Stone or whatever. Is there any way to see that? Is there anything that shows you that? I don't think so. I mean, we now have this. The reward was 2,000 gold. Wow. I mean, still, it's awesome. I just did that. But yeah, I was grinding stuff like deal damage with arcane splitter, with phantom needles, yada yada yada. Well, we're close. More or less. We're getting closer towards killing 50,000 hellhounds. We're getting slightly closer to killing 50,000 slimes. So yeah, that's nice. We actually did it and killed the Lord of Pain. Yeah, that's what it was called. But yeah, I'm gonna pause the video here. And for you, there won't be any time in between. For me, there will be enough time to go, eat, make food, eat, stuff like that. That was crazy. See you in a second. Alright, I'm back. So again, what's up nerds, I'm Renegade Cactus, but you can call me whatever you want. Welcome back to, what's it called? Halls of Torment, exactly. Subscribe. Alright, now, I think I want to go with the Exterminator. But first, let me show you something. Did I already get that item, or do I have to buy it? I mean, I got a few more abilities, or, not abilities, but items. But there's one that I found. Yeah, that's it. Thorn Fists. Deals a critical hit to each enemy that hurts you. This is the ultimate cleric item. Because A, it doesn't have any cooldown. It doesn't say it needs 4 seconds to recharge or whatever. No, it just deals critical hit to each enemy that hurts you. And the cleric, if we remember correctly, deals regular damage of, I think in the beginning, over 600, somewhere between 600 and 700 regular damage. With a critical hit modifier of, I think, like 20%. So, the cleric has the highest base damage by far, but is very slow to attack and also spreads the damage to every single enemy hit. The thing is, if you have these gloves and you get hit, then a single enemy that just hit you takes the entire crit damage without spreading it or anything. So I've tried it against bosses just to see. If you get hit by a boss, like one of the first bosses, you basically take like a fourth of their health with a single being hit. Not hitting yourself, but being hit. And that's just so fun. Now, what do I want? What did I want here? I want the blood-soaked shirt. Oh, nice. Got a new item. Okay, and got a new quest for that. I'm gonna take that because the Exterminator kills quite fast. Then we're gonna take this one, the Sparking Tips. Hitting an enemy that burns with physical attacks will shoot 1 to 3 sparks that deal fire damage based on the burn damage. Now, that's not a whole lot of damage, if I remember correctly, but it's something. This one I used with the warrior last time, or the swordsman, or whatever he's called. Damaging an enemy with a physical attack has a 20% chance to deal 40% of the damage as splash damage. That's just really good. It wouldn't be bad for the Exterminator, but the Exterminator doesn't really do a whole lot of damage with one single hit. So the 40%, in my opinion, not that amazing. So I would either go for 10 base attack damage or increase critical damage by 40%. You know what, let's increase the critical. So what's this one called again? Swordsman, oh yeah. We're gonna go into the Ember Grounds today, I would say. Sure, why not? And we're gonna try to pretty much immediately go towards one of the abilities. And first of all, kill a few enemies here, just to get some EXP. Now, for some reason, I don't think that it tells me my burn chance, right? No. For some reason, like there is a quest that says burn or inflict burn to X amount of enemies. And I've played the Exterminator a few times, We're going to go for... I want to go for base defense here. For some reason, it seems bugged because I am still at 0. According to the game, I still have not burned a single enemy. Which is weird, but I mean, maybe it's just generally bugged. I also think it doesn't have a reward. Like, I think the reward just says 0. So it's probably just a placeholder quest. Yes, it's in, but it doesn't really work. Probably in, like, I don't know when I'll upload this, but on the 24th, when the game fully comes out, I guess that this will be overhauled anyway. So I would guess that this is just a... Ooh, 50% attack speed. A temporary small problem that they are probably already... that they already know about, probably. But yeah, the thing is, burning enemies pretty easy with this weapon. You just hit them often enough. One thing though with... Ooh. Technically, once we attack a burning enemy, I think our flames, while hitting them, deal physical damage. I'm not sure. It might just be that they completely deal fire damage, but I think they don't count as magic or whatever. I think they count as physical, which, now that I say that out loud, I might be wrong on that one. Because, I mean, why would flames be physical? But yeah, I'm not sure if I shoot these sparks. Well, it doesn't really matter here. Doesn't really matter. I know that I've used these spark gloves with someone, I just don't remember with whom. But yeah, does not matter. Maybe just, if I find different gloves, maybe I'll take them up. Maybe I won't. It's not the end of the world. What I want though is the ability over there, and I'm hoping for a specific ability because I already unlocked a few new ones. And they are quite fun. I think two or three new abilities. And then some upgrades for the old ones. Like you saw in the beginning of this video when I killed the boss of the first dungeon. I had 2 rows of orbs floating around me. That is an upgrade that I unlocked in between recordings. Also, there is a second upgrade to the orbs that I also got, but I think you can only choose one. And the other one was that they deal increased damage based on their speed or something like that. We're going with lightning strike, I think. No, I should have gone for the ring blades or whatever. Because then I would definitely have something that deals physical damage to burning enemies. But yeah, there is a specific new ability that I wanna take because it's just so fun with this character. Or it's just in theme with this character. Plus I found an item. I found boots, but sadly after I sent another item up the well, and you can only use the well once. But I found boots that leave behind flaming trails. So every few steps you just leave a little burning thing on the ground. Yeah, these are the 2 new abilities that we get. Transfixion fires projectiles in the direction you're facing. Damage is reduced for every hit enemy, but chance to apply fragile effect. Fragile for each stack. Fragile increases. For each stack, fragile increases. Okay, now I got it. For each stack, fragile increases the damage taken from direct attacks by 10%. So you just hit enemies with transfixion over and over again, and they take more and more damage. But I want Dragon's Breath, which burn effect description. Emits a wave of fire in the direction you're facing. The fire has a high chance to set enemies ablaze. This is just more fire for this character. It's just a flame wave shooting in the direction you're facing. And if you just upgrade this ability, it's just so damn strong. Like it burns enemies, it deals damage, and it gets bigger and bigger. And I mean, like, some of the upgrades that you get by level up for this are incredible range upgrades. And what's the other thing? Width upgrade. Like the cone size of the flames gets ridiculous. And this together, like, generally just more and more stuff that burns enemies. With this now you can set enemies ablaze as every single character, but it just, to me, it just makes the most sense to just use it with the exterminator. I just love it. Let's get some more movement speed. It's rarely bad. Because beforehand, like, the gloves would be completely useless on everyone except for the exterminator, unless you, like, burn enemies with these torches that you, or fireplaces, fire pits, whatever, that you can just hit to set some enemies ablaze. But that would only help you against like 5 enemies at once at most, and then you just couldn't burn anyone. But now with this ability and a few other items and abilities, or rather a few other items, you can burn enemies. You can burn enemies as everyone, and that's fun. Let's go with critical hit chance. Why not? Because again, the damage of the exterminator with a single hit is pretty lackluster. But you hit so fast and so often that it really, really benefits you to even have like 5% crit chance or 10% crit chance. And even if it's just a little bit more, because even if you would double each hit in power, it still wouldn't be as strong as the swordsman or the cleric or whatever. But since you just hit so often, the DPS it is incredible. We're going for attack speed. It doesn't really yet, like, wait, how much attack speed do we have? 7.2. 7.2 attacks a second. With this, like, 8%, you don't really like recognize the change, but it's there, because the higher your base, the base stat, the more you actually get from like 8%. That's why attack speed for the cleric feels really, really bad, because you start with like 0.2 or 0.3 attacks a second, and that's really just 8% of that. You don't even go to 0.3 from 0.2 or whatever. But with the exterminator, you go from like 7. I think we probably went from 7 to 7.2 or whatever, and that's just not that big of a deal anymore. But it's so much more. that sounded very weird, but currently I don't know how to say it. I think most of you get it. Yeah, I'll try, like, currently when I'm playing off screen, I mostly play the exterminator because it's just so far the most fun class to me. Though I really, really want the sorceress, because I read that the sorceress deals lightning damage, and I love lightning damage. So I gotta check out how to unlock the 2 missing characters, right? The sorceress and the shield maiden. I'm just gonna check that out later on. I think it was just killing a specific boss in here, maybe, or in the viaduct. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter, but sooner or later we're gonna get all of the characters. Ooh, Necromancer's Clutch. This one I want. I'm gonna get rid of this ring for now, and we're gonna immediately go back. Do we though? No. We're not gonna immediately go back, but this is a very strong contender of an item that I want to send up. Because this, in combination with the Imp Ring that we already have, is just a great starting point for the for the Warlock. Because the Warlock really needs summons, but without the Summon Golem ability that we can unlock, but haven't yet, you basically don't really have a whole lot of summons. So the Warlock, though really cool attack, is not that useful right now. Which kinda sucks, because I like Warlocks. Like, seriously, I like pretty much all of the characters in this game, because they are a mix between well-known archetypes and well-used archetypes, and kinda, like, different. Alright, that's physical. That's magic. I would love to use Transfixion, but I'm going to go for the needle, just because if the needle hits... Yeah, I already saw it working. If the needle hits a burning enemy, it spreads some more damage. It's very hard to see because the sparks that fly out of burning enemies are just like the smallest white things. But every now and then you just see small white sparks, or it looks like more tiny needles just flying out of enemies. That's actually quite useful because it's just more damage. It's not a whole lot because it deals damage based on the burn damage. But it's just, generally, it's more damage. More damage over time. I don't need to do anything for it. It just automatically procs. All I need to do is set enemies ablaze, which I'm already doing anyway. I mean, attack speed here. Wait, we are up to 8 hits a second. 8 attacks a second. Like, that is a lot. We're going for range. Nice. And ability. You know what? Let's go for Transfixion. Because it's a new ability. I like that. So it's those red arrow-looking things. It deals... Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. It deals decent damage. Not amazing. But the thing is, it has a chance to make enemies fragile, which then makes me deal more damage to them. Oh, nice. Quest completed. Crit enemies 100,000 times. That's great. That's nice. We're going with additional strikes. Sure. Yeah, Dragon's Breath. 20% range and 10% area. Just... Yes. Multi-hit, collateral damage, and strength. All 3 great. I think we're going for strength. In this case, here we're going for cone size, because I think that also affects the fire breath, whatever it's called, or defense. Like, this character is not a very tanky one, technically. Ooh, let's go for damage. By itself, not a very tanky one. Oh no, I need this. I need this. I don't really care for the skeletons anyway. I just got this area, or got this item to send it up anyway. Yeah, cone size also hits the Dragon's Breath. Burn chance on the weapon, not bad, but I think, yeah, just give me burn chance on pretty much everything. Now our weapon deals fire damage, which it already did, but it has a, what was it, 10% increased? 10% increased burn chance, I think. We're going for more health, just healing a little bit. 10% movement speed, pretty good. But yeah, this is not a very tanky character by itself. But since you don't really like need to go for full-on damage or crit, you can just take defensive stuff without any repercussions, I feel like. I might one day try this character as a full-on tank where I don't take any aggressive upgrades unless there's nothing else I can get. Also, with this amount of burning enemies and just increasing the speed of the dream needles, or whatever it's called, they're called, the needles. You just deal so much bonus damage, even if it's just small amounts, but it's so often. And I just love that. Additional projectiles and area for transfixion. Sure, why not? This is a generally very, very useful ability that gets quite interesting later on. I've tried it before, and... ooh, more attack speed, sure. More attack speed on the lightning, that is. I've tried the ability before, and you get upgrades like more projectiles, and then also projectiles shot from your back, like the opposite direction that you're facing, and it's a very useful ability. It didn't go all the way around, that would be awesome, just shooting in all directions, like shooting out a circle of spikes would be great. But it's also not really needed. Alright, I want to go back to the well. Also, every time we kill an enemy, we have a 3% chance to heal for 1. Again, currently, like, especially in this, in these, what is it called? Ember chambers or whatever. In this dungeon, there is still an attack lying there from the not boss fight, but elite fight or whatever. I don't want to run into it. Maybe the game thinks it's still as an attack there. Maybe it's just a visual bug. I don't know. But yeah, the healing with each kill is much more useful in the very first dungeon, because enemies there are way weaker. So you kill faster, which means your chances to heal are higher. I mean, the chance is technically the same, but you know, you kill more, so you have higher chances of proccing the 1%, 3% chance. Doesn't matter, you know what I mean. I can't. I really can't. False Blessing. Fragile chance and Affliction chance. Affliction. For each stack, Affliction increases the damage taken from damage over time. Damage here with 2M. Effects by 10%. So Affliction just increases the damage of burn and stuff. That's fun. That's fun. Just there's so much stuff to this game after you unlocked it. Like, this is one of the roguelikes that is really, really slow to start. If you don't know what you're doing, I think you need like 5-6 runs before you can even like do anything too useful. Okay, now we got the 2 starting items for the Warlock. That means the next video will be on the Warlock. But yeah, it's just... it starts out so slow. Apply damage effects 500,000 times. That's nice. Starts out very, very slow. You only have one character, which... not a big deal. I don't mind that at all. Do I want additional strikes? Technically, yes. But I think I just want generally additional attacks. Because I think that can apply to all of your abilities and attacks. Also, I think I said it last time with the Exterminator. Getting additional hits or additional attacks on the Exterminator, you don't see it. Because every now and then you just throw out a second fire blast at a time. That just... you don't see that. You don't recognize that. But it's fun. And you know when it's there every now and then. You don't know when, but you know every now and then it has to be there. Yeah, I mean, just look at this. We're just running circles around these characters. Damage for disability, just strength, or do we go for a health regeneration? I think at this point, how much health regeneration? We're at 0.9 a second. Also because I upgraded the health per second in outside of the dungeons. Oh, we got 2 abilities. That's great. Give it this. Enemies stunned by lightning also get electrified. I don't want any more abilities right now, because if I get more abilities, I also get more traits for different abilities offered. And I want to focus on what I have right now. I want one of these three. Let's go first, Transfixion. Why not? It's useful against small enemies, it's useful against bosses, so why not? And I need to get something. How about... yeah, ring blades. Again, because it is physical damage. So if it hits a burning enemy, it spreads some more damage around. Yeah, that sounds fun. More additional strikes. We reduce the damage of the lightning by quite a lot. But it still does, I think, 400 something damage. Plus it electrifies enemies and it stuns them. So I think we're alright. I think we're good with that. Attack speed on Transfixion is not bad. I think we're gonna go with that. Yeah, so we are at 3 projectiles with Transfixion already. It's not a chance to get 3, it's a definitely 3. And I think you can get up to like 4 or 5, if I remember correctly. It's a very useful ability. Ooh. There is a second magnet that appeared. That's also something that I don't know if I realized that in earlier runs. Oh, this guy again. But just every now and then the magnets just appear. Like, yes, enemies can drop magnets, but I highly doubt that all the way over there to the right an enemy just dropped anything, because like we weren't there. So no, oh no, I was stuck there. I'm taking way too much damage. I don't like this. Base damage on the main weapon. Yes, main weapon. That's pretty good. Because the more base damage you have... ooh, 10% movement speed. Alright, there's something I need to talk about as well. But the more base damage you have, the more the percentage increases really do for you. Now, Phantom Needles are the only... that's the only ability that doesn't say like 20% or whatever. It's just 0.2 base crit damage. That's very weird. Because if I'm not mistaken, then 0.2 in this case would be the same as 20%. Then again, it gives you a... okay, yeah, it doesn't... It's just like what I said before with the base damage. If it gives you 0.2, then it will always give you this 0.2, no matter how much you have. Okay, yeah, I'm just a little bit confused here. Doesn't really matter. We're going with that, why not? And here, oh, we're going with 20% range and 10% area. That's just... yeah, and we revive. That kind of sucks. Oh, 15% attack speed for Dragon's Breath. Also very, very good. We're going with 30% damage for fire. Trait applies to main weapon and abilities that are of the type fire. So everything that does fire damage does 30% increased and has a 10% increased burn chance. Again, I still think there is no way to show or to see how much burn chance anything has. So I don't know if I'm currently at a 50, 40, 30, 20%, 70% burn chance. I just know I just increased it. Couldn't tell you by how much. Okay, we got all of this. We don't have a second ring anymore because we used the rebirth ring. So let's just get 10 base damage. Ooh, 20% burn chance. Piercing at range. No, fragile and affliction chance. Because if enemies are afflicted, they take more damage while burning. And also, a single hit from us deals over 100, or sometimes over 100. Okay, no, if they are weakened, that's it. But, like, we deal a bit more than 70, somewhere from 70 to 80 damage with a single, like, small fire cloud. Oh my goodness, more chances. That is, I think, about the damage that the swordsman does in the beginning of the game with a single strike. And if I remember correctly, the attack speed of the swordsman in the beginning is something like 1 a second. Maybe even a bit less. And we attack like 8 times a second. So we are basically 8 basic swordsmen right now. Plus we burn. Plus we have our abilities. So yeah! Exterminator, again, very fun. Very fun. And I mean, most of this build focuses on damage over time, on burn damage and all. But we still deal a whole lot of damage, which also kills enemies right away. So those we concentrate on, we kill pretty much right away, and can try and heal off from that. And those we don't really focus, they just get burned. Now, one thing that this build kinda is missing, or 2 things. One would be the boots that I talked about, where you just leave trails of fire behind, because that one is very useful for this build. But one thing that would very much be useful would be if fire spread. Then again, as many enemies as I see burning, I actually don't know if fire spreads or not. And I don't no, it doesn't seem like it. But if there was a chance, just a 2% chance that a burning enemy spreads fire on tick to the next enemy, 1% chance even, would be so incredible. Oh, and we got a magnet. On our way to the magnet, we got a magnet. That's great. Yeah, range and area, please and thank you. We'll keep... you know what? We'll keep this magnet for later, because we are currently getting the magnet thing. Additional projectiles and area. Yes, please. So we're keeping the magnet for now. It wouldn't really do us too much. More bonus projectiles. Health regeneration would be great. Strength would be great. Let's go with health regeneration. How much do we regenerate? 1 a second. Plus, if we kill enemies, we have a chance to heal. Just... yeah, not always. It doesn't really work in this dungeon as well as it does in the other one. Also with the slimes, I don't know if... like a big slime spreads into... yeah, a big slime just... let's call it spread, yeah. Spreads into smaller slimes when you kill it. I don't know if the bigger slime counts as one enemy killed, or if you would have to kill all the little slimes in order to have killed one enemy. Like, I don't know if all the little ones count as singular enemies. That would be very useful. Or if you just have to fully kill one slime thing and everything that comes out of it before it counts as an enemy. I would guess it's that every single little one counts as a single one. But again, not sure, and I can't really... I don't really have the time to look for that too much. But I think I just killed like one enemy and like 3 little slimes and got like 2 or 3 health back. So I think they count as separate enemies. I mean, look at our fire wave. It is quite big, and every now and then with a second projectile we basically shoot 2 of them next to each other. You know what? Now I'm gonna go up and get... let's go to block range. Block strength. It's not great, but it might block a few little attacks here and there. Doesn't need to be a whole lot, but just a few small attacks every now and then. Like a slime or a little slime. If I don't see them if I get stuck at rocks or stuff like that. Just the smallest bit of block chance or block strength can help. Ooh, that's a whole lot of enemies. So we might be able... Come on, where's my fire breath? There it is. We might be able to heal a little bit. Now, when I first unlocked the fire breath, I played with the warlock, I think, and I got so much attack speed and recharge rate for it that it basically, with every attack, I shot out a fire wave as well, and that was so cool. I think we're going for strength. Again, it doesn't really increase our damage quite as much as other characters, but since we shoot so fast, it actually overall works out in our favor. Yeah, like I said, the fire wave, it's just a fun ability. I really like it. And with the exterminator, it just makes sense. So many burning enemies, so many enemies. Also, I think there was one more. Oh yeah, oh damn it, I totally forgot. I have an item. Oh, but I think I have retrieved it, but I haven't bought it from the well guy. There is an item, it's a crown, so a helmet, that increases the damage for your main weapon by 2%, I think, for every currently burning enemy. And I mean, if you look at how many enemies are burning currently, that would be quite a lot. Right? That would be quite a lot of... Like, let's say 20 enemies burn at one point, that would be 40% damage increase. That's a lot. But totally... Yeah, no, I haven't forgotten about it. That's it, I just haven't bought it and I don't have the money for it. So yeah, this game, like I said, it's a slow beginning. And when I played it in the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do like a few episodes on it, and maybe when it's out, I'll play it again. But then I started unlocking stuff, and I started seriously unlocking stuff, and now I'm just... I want to keep playing. Like, I want to keep playing this game. I really, very much enjoy this game. Again, because of all the... Oh, wow, that was fast. There it is. There is a crown. You deal 2% extra damage with your main weapon for each burning enemy. Let's take it. My goodness. I think we almost... For a second, we almost doubled our damage there. Yeah, again, if there was such a thing as a fire spread mechanic, this build would just be insane. Like, give me the fire boots that I sadly don't have, and the crown, the ring that increases fire damage, stuff like that. It just... incredible. Yeah, the more I unlock in this game, the more I want to keep playing to unlock more stuff and to try it out. Like, synergies galore. Again, right now I have 2 rings. Oh, nice. And the more you unlock, the easier it is to unlock stuff in this game, because the stronger you get... yeah, range and area. Please, thanks. The stronger you get, the easier it is to... Oh my goodness. Plus 0.15 additional flame walls. Yeah. Because now I can kill more enemies faster. And I have quests where it says, hey, kill this many enemies in one run. Which now I can do. And that unlocks something for me, and more new quests, which I then can do because I got more stuff and I got stronger, and it's a whole ordeal. So once you're over the slow beginning, I feel like this game opens up so much. Like many roguelites with meta progression. That's basically why there is better progression. I just love this. Have we seen this dungeon's boss? I don't think so. I don't think I've seen it. And there is another, what's it called? Magnet. I want that magnet. And while running towards that magnet, I just want to kill as many enemies for possible health and also for EXP that I'll just suck up with the magnet. Yeah, and again, a full-on burn build for the exterminator just makes sense, right? Just everything burning, everything's on fire. It's just the greatest in this game. In this game. I mean, one thing that I could do better is plan my routes a little bit better. Because I keep running into enemies, just taking a whole lot of damage, especially unnecessary damage. Like sometimes I'm getting swarmed and I can't escape without taking any damage, of course. Deals 750,000 damage with transfixion. That's a whole lot of damage that we did. But like, every now and then it's a smart idea to go wherever your flame breath wave goes. And not around it. Because although it's mostly there to incinerate enemies, it still does a lot of damage. You know what? Screw it. How much? Yeah, we have a 15% crit chance. That, with this character, that's a lot of crit. That is a lot of crit. Alright. 2 minutes. We have to survive 2 more minutes. Can we do it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Sadly, we already used up our survival thing. Ooh, another quest completed. So yeah, we haven't been this far. That's great. Because that means that we might just unlock even more stuff. More traits. That's also a thing. You unlock more traits and more possibilities. So it's not just abilities and upgrades for them, of course. But it's also that in the beginning of the game, you basically... I said it before. In the beginning of the game, no matter which character you played as, you basically could only go for the same builds. Like, do I want to go damage? Or do I want to go a bit more tank? And if damage, do I want raw damage? Or do I want crit damage? That's pretty much it. But now, I just unlocked so many new traits, so many upgrades for everything. For specific characters, for general, for every character. It's really fun. This game is really, really well made. And so far, it's only starting in early access. Like, this is only a beta. And I can't wait to see where this is all going. Because I haven't seen... I don't think that I've seen nearly enough from the beta. I'm still missing 2 whole classes. I still haven't gotten nearly as far as I'd like in the new map, in the Viaduct. This is the first time I'm even this far in the second dungeon, so yeah. This game is awesome. And again, once it comes out on the 24th of May, it will cost $5. And I think with the amount... Ooh, there's a magnet. With the amount of stuff that I've played through here already, $5 is a steal. Alright, that was not a whole lot of EXP, but hey, it was EXP. Nonetheless. Alright, we're... Oh my goodness, we're done. We are done. Oh, it's the same. It's the same guy. Wait, if I had enough movement speed. Like, now I'm gonna die, of course. If I still had the Ring of Rebirth, I could have fought this guy. But if I had more movement speed, I probably could have gone away or ran away from the curse. That's interesting. Alright, we got 12,000 gold. That's Awesome. Now, give me this. Give me that. Nope, can't give me this. Screw it. Give me this thorn. Thingamajig. And after the next run, we're gonna buy the crown. But here, the problem is I'll have to get rid of the Seal of Rebirth for the Necromancer. But now, once I start, then every 15 seconds I summon a skeleton to fight for me. Can handle 5 summons at a time. And every 5 seconds I summon an imp. And they can handle 5 summons at a time. I guess that it's not 5 summons overall, like let's say 2 imps or 3 imps, 2 skeletons, but it's 5 skeleton summons, 5 imp summons. I guess. I could be wrong on that. Also, I really think like this, the bonus is reset when you perform an attack with your main weapon, which means if I just don't attack with my main weapon, my summons would also get stronger. That's quite interesting. But yeah, we're gonna try that next time. But now let's just check out something. Because this is the cleric. This is such a weird skull. And here is the same skull, and we have unlocked the warlock. I just don't know, I don't see the other skulls, so it might just be like the warlock, maybe. Also, that's what I wanna do, deal 500 summon damage in one run, because then we unlock the ability to summon golems. It's just weird. But yeah, the new characters are probably like hidden somewhere here, or maybe with the warlock. Maybe in the Unholy Crusade, whatever, but reach level 100. I mean, are you kidding me? Deal 5 million magic damage in one run, and then we would get this quest. So yeah, it's gonna be a while till I get the last characters, I think. But anyway, this is almost an hour-long video. That's the only downside to this game, like downside quote unquote. A run can be quite long, like half an hour to survive, plus all the time spent in menus, plus all the time beforehand. So yeah, I can't really do smaller episodes here. But hey, thank you nerds so much for watching. I'm the Renegade Cactus and I gotta run. Bye bye.